Hey guys, and today this video is going to be about frugal money habits that help you achieve your goals. We all want to save money, but if you don't know why you're saving money, it's really hard to save. It's really hard to save for just point of savings, but if you have a goal in mind that is more important for you than money, but it takes money to get there, then you'll be more motivated to save. So you might have a few money goals in your mind, but think why you have those goals, why you need this amount of money for what goal, and why you need this goal. So think about what are your goals that will need those money to achieve them. Everybody's gonna have different goals, of course, because we're different people, we have different lives. Some people have kids, some people don't, some people have some other things that some other people don't. So we're all gonna have different goals. So my goals are mostly, well, this anybody could have this one. There's a lot of them. One of them is to have financial security. It doesn't have to be financial independence, but just the security. That's so I would always know that I have enough money to pay my four walls, and food, and all the necessities, that I would not have to starve for a few months, or not use my electricity or something, or in the worst case not being able to pay my mortgage and lose my house, and that's the worst, of course. But I just want to have security that I would always be able to pay the necessities and not have to end up any kind of financial disaster. Another goal of mine is to help my kids to start their life without any debt, because when the kid is 18 and starts going to college and maybe work or whatever, they need a car, and if they don't have any money, how are they gonna get the car if their parents wouldn't help them? I don't want them to borrow any money. Going to school, college, they would have to borrow money if they want to go, but if their parents help them, they don't have to borrow the money. So it's at that age, if I wouldn't be able to help them, they might have to start in debt, and that's something I don't want to happen. Another goal of mine that I want to achieve is to have some money in retirement to live on. So of course, if I would have a house paid off, that would help a lot, because the expenses every month will be a lot lower than when you still have mortgage or rent, right? And the next one is to leave something for my kids. So they have something to help them start their life financially, or continue. It depends how long I live. Yeah. So as you can see, all those goals take a lot of money. Yeah. So I guess I would have to be super frugal in order to have all that money and to achieve all those goals. But you also have to think how badly you want to achieve your goals. What would happen if you don't achieve them? How would your life be different if you do achieve them and if you don't achieve them? And that should motivate you to do something to go and get it. It's you might not be really too motivated to achieve your goals, but then if you think about what would happen if you don't achieve them, that might make you wanna start doing something. It's in the morning you don't want to wake up for work, and it's I don't want to wake up for work, but then you think, what would happen if I don't get up and start my day and go to work? What would happen if I stop working completely? Yeah, that would be a disaster. Then that's why many of us get up in the morning and go to work. Yeah, and it might be very overwhelming if you try to calculate, okay, I need this many thousand for this and this many thousand for that, and might take $1 million, and how do I earn that much money if I never earned that much at all? It could be very complicated. So you need to have your finances organized in order to be able to achieve at least some of it. So you can start by figuring out your income and your expenses, just to make sure you have enough income compared to your expenses and you have something to save for your goals. If you have nothing to save at the end for any of these goals, yeah, you might have to get more jobs and side hustles, so which is, I understand, it's like too hard and time consuming, and like I work too much right now, and I understand it's like every my waking moment I'm either working, doing homeschooling with my kids, taking care of my animals, or doing some housework, or taking my kids to their activities. Like right now, my daughter's doing her art class, and I'm filming this video because I have almost 2 hours to do nothing. So in order to save some money, at least some money every month, you of course can start making more, trying to reduce your expenses, trying to eliminate anything that's not necessary. Well, there's some things that might be necessary, because if you don't spend money on them, they might like cause more damage, like I told you guys in my previous videos. Like there's things that you just gonna have to spend money, because if you don't, it's gonna cost you more money later, and why pay more later if you can pay less now? So that's why there's some stuff that's important to us, and some stuff that it's okay to like go cheaper on it because it's not as important in the long term. So yeah, we have to like prioritize our spending, and also be aware that it might take longer than you think to achieve your goals, because stuff happens in people's life a lot. Stuff breaks, there's job losses and all kinds of other things, like people get sick. Like my husband is unable to work right now, and that's why I work 3 jobs, and just to make sure that we stay afloat and our net worth will not decrease. That's one of my priorities. I mean, like, I can't stand watching like my net worth being decreased, and it's like, no way, that's like being tortured all the time. It's like I just can't watch it. Also, you might be if you're looking on Instagram or Facebook, people are showing like, I paid this much in this many months, and sometimes I think I don't even make this much in this many months, and you can't like compare your income to their income, because some people's income is like 70 or 1,000, 100,000 a year. And if yours is only like 30, you can't compare to them, because it's still, no matter how much your income is, it still takes like at least 20,000 a year just for your basic expenses, like the roof over your head, and it's like just utilities and maybe car insurances and all that. It's like, at one point I was calculating, like, even if we don't buy anything, like don't shop at all, don't eat anything, which is not possible, don't like buy any clothes or use any gas, if we only pay for like the house and like all the necessary, or if we don't use any electricity too, if we only pay for those things that are like the house payment and the car insurances, all those utilities, like trash that you just can't opt out from it, those alone are like close to 20,000 a year. And if we also have something to eat, use gas and electricity, and sometimes buy some clothes and maybe some things like a notebook, like just basic things, it's a lot more. So, and I think so people who make more money can of course be able to put away more towards their goals, but even if you make less, just being able to put something away, it's still good. It might take you longer, but also people who don't make a lot of money, they tend to have less debt, or sometimes not at all. Because I notice, like, if I see those on Dave Ramsey calls, those people make a ton of money, but they have a ton of debt also. And I'm like, if I would be making that much money, like if we would be making at least 50,000 a year every year consistently for the last, I don't know, 10-15 years, we would have our house paid off completely. We would be like millionaires by now. But it's like, if you don't make that as much as some of those people, it is a lot harder. Okay, I had to turn the lights on in the car. It's getting dark too fast. Yeah, winter time almost. So please let me know in the comments down below, what are your financial goals? What are you saving money for? What are you trying to achieve in your life? And that would be helpful for a lot of us, because maybe I should be saving money for that thing too, whatever you're saving for. Like, I don't have enough to save for. Yeah, that's a lot already, but it's helpful. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and if this video was helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up. And I gotta go edit this video now.